This video is absolutely disgusting. Let's watch it together, guys.
My 14-year-old is officially pregnant and having a child. Before you guys come for me, she has been in a relationship since she was 12 with the same guy. He is also 14, okay? So I don't want to hear any of the weird stuff, okay? So at first I was a little taken back when she said that her and her boyfriend were trying for a baby because she's 14. And I was like, girl, like,
How could she think that this is okay and this is right? This is absolutely disgusting.
you can't handle a baby at that age. But she knows I really love puppies and I really love kids. And we talked about it and we sat down. She said she thinks she's ready and that she's mature and she's a lot more mature than the kids in her class. That she's been with him for 2 years and that they think that they're ready. And I brought up the concern, like, hey, you're in school. How are you supposed to go to school? And she said, well, Mom, you love kids. You can watch my baby during the day. And I sat around thinking, and I got lonely one night and I realized, low key, that's a great idea. So I gave her the green light. I told her if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But, like, I'll help you every step of the way. And within 2-3 weeks after telling her that, we just got the positive test today. And I'm about to take her to the doctor so that we can confirm it. But I'm excited. I'm about to be a grandma, you guys.
Now, I know what you're thinking. She's talking about a dog, right? No, she's not. This exact lady says that her daughter goes to school, has a class, and she's more mature than her class. For example, dogs only live around 14 years. So everyone who's saying that this is a dog is absurd. It's not a dog. There's no way that you are talking to a dog and then your dog's talking back to you and then you guys are talking about being mature, right? And then for a dog to be dating another dog that doesn't live with you and then the dog is asking permission to have a kid, it doesn't make any sense. The reason this lady mentioned puppies, I want you guys to listen really closely. The reason this lady mentioned puppies is because she's crazy. She's crazy. That's why. She's cuckoo for coconuts. Alright? But I have a confession to make. I did some digging because I know a lot of people have seen my YouTube short about this video. And this lady in the video is actually not the mother. So when I found this lady's TikTok and I look in the caption of it, it says it's satire, which basically means it's like a joke. But when I read the more of the caption says it's a real story, but not her own. So I want everyone, if you guys see this person online or you see this, like, lady in person, which is probably unlikely, just know that she's not actually the crazy person. But I want you guys to also know that this isn't a made-up story. It's not rage bait, but it's someone explaining the story in a way where you can actually see how crazy it is. There is actually a woman who I am looking all over online. I'm looking for this story. I've seen a bunch of stories in the news that are even worse than this, that talk about something like this, but I can't even show you guys because it's way worse. Some of it is like, the T word. So that's why I'm having trouble trying to show you guys stories like this. But this is actually a really real problem. Mothers are actually abusing their children in this way where they use them to manipulate them for their own good, either financially or emotionally or even physically. So I know it's kind of funny. It's like, wow, this lady's crazy and everyone's joking around. But we guys need to remember that this is actually a real problem. And, people need to really do something about it. And I wish I was rich and I wish I could start, my own company where we try to protect children. And, there's a lot of nonprofits that say they do that, but really don't. But the only way I can really do it is bringing exposure to it and talking about subjects like this. So if you enjoy this type of content, you enjoy me trying to bring up a light and a little bit of darkness, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Do you guys think, nah, she must be talking about a dog? Because I see that all in my comments. Guys, it's not a dog. It's a real story about a real mom. I know it sounds crazy where you have to tell yourself, nah, it has to be a dog. There's no way it's true, but it is. I've seen some clips on TikTok of actual 14-year-old kids pregnant, and like people are putting that video on this video, but I'm not about to show you guys actual kids getting pregnant because it's wrong. Like, I don't even think that should be online. Why are we putting it online for everyone to see? It's really gross and disgusting. And I'm not saying that, if you're 14 you get pregnant, you're disgusting. And I know that back then, maybe a couple hundred years ago, even 1,000 years ago, it was more the norm. But people had shorter lifespans back then. People would die at 30 years old on average. People would die 50 years old. So I know I know it's a lot of nuance to this, and I know in other countries they think it's all right, but we're here in America, and honestly, a lot of people's developments on their mental health, how they think, how they talk, their maturity is not good. Like most people aren't even mature at 21 in America. Maybe in other countries, people are more mature because they go through war, because they have to work for their family, because they have real world experiences. But America is baby food. Everyone's babied here, coddled, bubble wrapped. No one no one is ready at 14. I know I wasn't. At 14, I was also emotionally unstable. Even if I was, working a job, I was really bad, right? I didn't know God back then. I was just a menace to society. Now that I'm married and I have a son, it's different. I can actually talk about something like this and really let you guys know that when you are ready to have a kid, that's when you do it. But I'm not gonna go into the whole other side of this topic. But I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys for the support. I appreciate you guys for liking it. Anyone hating on me in the comments, it's all good because I know I'm doing right. I'm not trying to bring exposure to a dark topic. I love you guys. See you guys. Peace.